Now, with this, podcast studio, it's definitely evolved over time,
Yeah.
which I will be putting in some different clips on this 100th episode as a kind of homage to, everything that you have worked for. Because for the record, any changes that have happened to this room has all been because of Joel. He has taken the time to research, and he researches heavily, like YouTube video after YouTube video, site after site. I mean, you read everything about a mic, and to me it's like I don't have the energy for it, but you have, definitely had seen this room had its various forms of looks. Do you have a favorite one? I mean, I feel obviously right now it looks the way that it does, but is there one that you're like, I really like the feel of that one even though we're here now? Or is this your favorite one?
Um, no, I'd say right now it's my favorite style, but slowly it's gonna be the next style that I change it to because
Right.
it's just slowly improving every single thing. And the fun thing is I didn't know anything about audio or video or lighting or anything related to podcasting. It literally was just okay. Well, let's find out. And I did some research. It's funny because most microphones for podcasts they use this cable that's called an XLR cable. And the only person that back in the day that I knew that messed with microphones was Danny. And I called him up one day and he remembers this, and it's funny because I told him like, "Hey, what do you know about microphones that have Ixler cables?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Yeah, the Ixler cables or whatever, those black long cables." And he's like, "You mean an XLR?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's how you like say it?" Or and he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, well, they're different. There's like different types of microphones, dynamic microphones. Like," and he told me like, "Okay, you're going from a person who knows nothing to the reasons why there's USB operated microphones versus these type of microphones where these aren't the traditional podcast studio like the Shure SM7Bs, but these are Shure and they're classic. Like that one's a Super 55 and this is the 55 RS no SH, and these are really good microphones. They're expensive microphones and they're hard to find. Um, and they're just classic. They're like that metal,
I like the classic look too.
yeah, metal classic look to it. And then like it led me into like this path where it's like it's the rabbit hole, the dark hole, the black hole, and the abyss of just a lot of research needs to be done down to the pod track, what equipment is the best equipment for it, how do you connect the headphones, which headphones are the best to be able to listen to
Which I would
yourself.
say these are for sure the best. The ones that we
Yeah,
had
early
before.
on they were cheap. I mean, I think I spent, and it was expensive back then, it was like $500 for a full kit, and it was like the cheapest stuff ever. Slowly everything broke, and then slowly I started upgrading and upgrading and upgrading, and it's like, I mean, this boom arm by itself was like $200,
Right.
and like the microphones were somewhere around like almost three something. So it just slowly, bit by bit, everything kind of like got into place. The lighting was interesting too, and I feel like
Which
this
you've
one,
just made some new modifications
yeah,
as well.
just made some new modifications with it, and I think the lighting was the most hilarious because it scarred me. Like I know lighting now more than ever because of the amount of research that I did. Because there's like key lights, there's spotlights, there's soft boxes, and it's like all these different types of lighting and how to put in the positioning. Like I watched a 2 hour video one time on YouTube that just talked about where to position lights. And that's if you had the right lights or the right brands that led to the right lights that were connected to the phone. So at this point, we have everything controlled through my phone. So I can turn on, like right now, we have about, I think it's 10 lights. There's 10 lights in this room that we use.
Right.
And then the positioning of them, everything, just so we can get like a perfect, slightly perfect
Slightly.
view
Yeah.
of it, everything. So it's just, there's a lot of work that goes into it. And I feel like a lot of people would be discouraged by it. And for me, it was just like, it just kind of fueled me, and it was like, it's my like video game for me. Like I want to learn more so I could do better, so I could create a better podcast.
Which for you, you know, you have a lot of, so the person that puts everything together, the sound tech, the video tech. Um, I tend to say our viewers because I do feel like I'm part of the UNFC cast.
Oh, you definitely are.
Just because my job is, you know, to help with editing, not all of it, but just part of it. But a major component, which is the most important component of the podcasting, is doing it actually, and actually being a person that is, you know, kind of flowing with the conversation.
Hmm.
So since your first episode until now, what would you say is, you know, some of the most like key things that you have improved on? Like if you were to go to episode 1 or season 1, or now we're doing episodes numbers, but when you go back to those first episodes, what would you say is something that you're like, man, if I could go back in time, I would probably change this, you know, maybe not so much the set because that's obvious, but like in your delivery or your podcasting skills.
Well, if you saw episode 1, which I like leaving all the old episodes up so that people could see the progress. Like if you go back to episode 1, you'll see the lighting is off. It's literally just the whatever lights we had in the
Fluorescent
room,
lights.
fluorescent lights practically. The audio, you had to crank it up all the way high because we didn't have the volume up on the pod track. And the boom arms, like every single little movement, like tap or something like that, you could hear it. Um, there was just small different things like that I kept like finding like that made me get to this point, because all the stuff from the past, it was like every mistake you could have made was in those episodes,
Right.
from creaky chairs to bumping into the mics to
Having it too far,
too
having
far
it too
away,
close.
having it too close, people screaming into the microphone, the volume not being up, it dying
People looking at the
halfways,
camera the
people
entire time.
staring at the camera. So yeah, there was just a lot of stuff that needed improvement back then.